Say it.
I just want to okay. This year you got in the gym more times than you had all of last year so far. Honestly, last year Gillingham got to the gym every day. We never once not had a gym. And this year, I'm just saying, you got to the gym more times than this. And so the one time Rodriguez gets to gym, we never do that. This is
Gillingham. I don't know about what Gillingham did, so I'm not with Gillingham.
No, I know. I'm just saying this year softball has had way more practices this year. They've had more practices than baseball, and that bothers me, right?
Can I ask you a question before you even stop that? You guys practice more than you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. I'm not saying that's your fault. I'm saying Rodriguez got the gym for us.
No, and Rodriguez told me. I'm telling you yesterday. It's between coaches. Rodriguez told me yesterday. Now Wednesday, we didn't practice, and yesterday, I told Rodriguez, we ain't pressure bed. He said, no, we got it. I said, all right, cool. I said, well, we can't get it. Well, because you can't have it 2 days. You're supposed to get it Wednesday. I said, all right, cool. We're not going to do 2 days, and we didn't do it. So he told me that. Then y'all had it yesterday. Supposed to share. I said, oh, cool. So if we was in a small gym, we had 20-some girls in a small gym.
I know.
Then I said, okay, cool. If you had it yesterday, why can't we get it today?
I just don't. But then also the same, I don't know why it has to start out so hostile.
It wasn't hostile.
No, it was.
No, when I came in, I said, varsity, you don't have a coach. Get off the floor. That's all I said.
Even before that though, we came in the gym and then you immediately just put out your. I'm just saying that. That just starts it off.
Like this. Get off the floor.
No, before right as ninth year got out when we first came in the gym.
Oh, when y'all came in, I was like, yo, y'all can go up in there because we got it.
Yeah. I mean that was a little.
Did I scream?
No, but
did I yell?
You they blocked us, and then you said, "If we're not."
No, hold on. If I blocked you, but then I walk away, I can
then
stand if I still.
Then you done us. Then you were like, if you're in there, by the time I get back, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah. My thing is, should I have to keep telling you over and over and over again?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, why did it have to start like that? I just don't know why.
My thing is, why do I have to keep telling you over and over again the same exact thing? It's like basically saying,
it's over and over.
If your coach tell you, sit down, what you gonna do?
That was the first time.
You gonna say sit down, right?
That was the first
time.
No. Yeah, but that was the first time.
Because we had the same thing in condition. When I told you guys to be quiet, stop playing around, stop talking down there. And what you do? You kept on playing around, you talk. I said, you know what, Jack, go home. You made a little smart little comment after, and I heard, I said, you know what, Jack, you're not back for a week. Hold on. Then you said it again. Some more smart. I said, you know what, you're not back for 2 weeks. You was there when he said it.
Yeah, I know.
Now, hold on. Now. You just, it's the same exact thing, though. Actually, you didn't apologize, so you didn't. That's it.
All right, well, I am sorry.
You don't have to. I'm not tripping about it.
I know, but
my whole thing, that's what it's about. Now, as
a
a security, as a coach, as a grown-ass man, I try to keep telling y'all the same thing over and over. When I came in, and before y'all came in, I told y'all, you know what? Girls softball going to be up in there, so y'all shouldn't go up in there. That's what I said. When everybody came out, that's what I said. I went in and I said, yo, girls, go practice. I said, yo, y'all have to be in there. That's what I said. Then when I came back in and blew the whistle, I was like, yo, varsity, you do not have a coach get off the floor. Because I'm sure how many times they already just told y'all, if y'all in there practicing on the coaching and one of y'all get injured, who gonna be at fault?
All right, but you know,
Rodriguez, correct?
Yeah, but you know that he gets out at 12:30 every day, so you just wait. So if
I got it at 12:30 too.
It was not 12:30 when you were right there.
I was walking back and forth. It was 12:30.
But you were walking back and forth. He's in the main building. You're in the freshman building. It's different like that.
And all I said, I just got off the floor until coach get here. That's what I said.
No, you did not say till coach.
I said varsity. Off the floor. You don't have a coach. What's the difference?
You said that's a.
What's the difference? Get off the floor because your coach not here, or get off the floor till your coach get here.
That's kicking us out as opposed to waiting.
I said get off the floor. I didn't say leave the gym room. I said get off the floor.
Tell me you don't mean to tell me you don't mean.
What did I say?
I know what you said. I'm saying
you just
what
said,
you mean behind it.
Hold on.
What you mean behind
you just said the first time when I said that, you said no. You didn't say
you didn't say wait till I coach.
Yeah, but you said the same thing though.
I know. I'm saying there's something that you mean behind those words though. You're saying get off the floor. You're not saying
after I say get off the floor and majority of y'all get off. Did I say get out?
No, but
nope. All I said was get off the floor.
So, but why couldn't we have a conversation about this in there? Why could we not have this right in there? I don't understand.
I tried.
Who did you try?
I said get off the floor. After get off the floor, I was gonna talk to y'all, but y'all want to jump hard. Cause you ran over there too.
That was Julio.
I
went over there talking. I'm not.
Julio didn't jump hard. He was like, shit, okay, bro. I'm gonna throw the ball.
I was trying to jump hard because Jacob and Rafi.
You ran over there to take up for your teammate, right?
Jacob and Rafi got tempers. You know that. I'm not gonna let them go get crazy. So I was getting there trying to be a peacemaker.
I know, but I've dealt with Robbie for 4 years, then Jacob for what, 3 years? He's junior, right? 3 years. I've dealt with them.
No, I know, but I'm just
Puerto
saying.
Rican and black is the same exact thing.
I'm not trying to help you. I'm trying to help them out, though.
I understand that.
But like, I don't know why we couldn't have this conversation in there.
Because what happened?
Because of them, but I don't know why. Like, for them, we just took it to that next level, and then we couldn't just have this conversation.
I came in with a nice level. I can't say, yo, get off the field, get off the gym room. Y'all never heard me. So I said, yo, off the field, your coach is not here. That's what I said. And people kept on walking. I'm looking like, are they serious?
No, I understand, but you weren't open to a conversation. Tell me you were in there open for you.
Yes, I was.
Then I don't know what you were doing there because that's not what you were putting on. That's not what you were putting on.
He can tell you anytime if I'm pissed off or not. If you want to come talk to me, I told him that before too.
You were talking to him afterwards.
No, I'm talking about. I said he knows this. But Ralphie knows this. Jacob knows this.
All right, so when he threw the ball and then you got all mad, you weren't open for a conversation then.
Can I ask you a question? If make sure you tell your little brother and sister.
No, I know. I understand why you feel slightly like
when
that.
you get pissed off too.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But I'm saying that you just weren't open for a conversation then.
Christian, stop getting pissed off. We having a conversation. Relax.
I'm not pissed off.
Yes, you were. You like, why are we still talking about this?
I'm just saying. Let's get to practice. You're a grown ass man. You apologize. My mom, I didn't do the laundry. She threw a laundry basket at me. That's the communication I grew up with. I changed the channel in front of her. You watching rap videos? You looking at porn? She hit me whatever she hit me. She would hit me.
I mean, that's fine.
See, that's the same thing with black and Puerto Rican.
I know. I'm not saying that.
Like, he's a grown ass man. He doesn't have to talk to you. I understand your position.
All right,
we got practice.
I don't know why but if there's a problem where you like, I can't hit you, you can't hit me. What are we gonna? There's nothing else to do except for talk.
We're talking.
Right now we are, but we couldn't talk in there, and that would have just solved all the problems.
Can I ask you a question? But did you tell him to talk to me?
I tried to, but then you started freaking out. When you said I was coming up on you. When you just said I was coming up.
Can I ask you a question? If I'm stand up right quick. If I'm with him, I turn around, I got 4 or 5 boys coming at me. How would you feel?
You said what?
You think that we're gonna jump you?
How would you feel?
If I was looking at like me, Jacob, Rafi, I'm thinking these kids aren't gonna jump me.
How would you know that?
I'm about to go let them in.
You just said Valentine for 4 years, Jacob for 3 years, me for this year, whatever.
No.
For 3 years.
You understand? Black.
No, that's not.
Yo, do he know?
I do know. I dealt with him for the same amount of time.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
You're not black and Puerto Rican. You don't have tempers.
That doesn't matter. He's not.
How it don't matter?
You think that Rafi was gonna swing at you? Honestly,
I say Robbie's gonna swing at me.
you think Jacob, me?
It's about basically being basically a Puerto Rican male and a black male. If somebody run up on you, no matter who it is, you'll be like, hold on. That's how. That's in our nature.
You squat up.
Yes, you can't understand that, but that's in our nature. Am I right?
You're twice
Am
as
I
big as
right?
him, and he's not gonna swing at you.
It's twice.
And he's a student.
I'm twice.
He has a point there.
He's not gonna hit you. It's not gonna be like that.
No, it was.
It's not nature. You've been.
Now you like this?
No, but
No, I was like, hold on. What are y'all doing?
No, and then you went at Julio too, though. When you start taking off his glove and stuff.
What happened? Because he threw a damn ball.
No, I understand what you're
Yes, I
saying.
did.
And I came up to you, and then you turned around, and I'm being pissed all off the floor. I was trying to get Rob. You see me talk to Rob? I was like, Rob, get off the floor. We're gonna stand there, right? You were not open for conversation. You immediately threw yourself on me. No, you didn't talk to me. That's what I'm saying.
But did she say your song? I talked to you a second.
You weren't open.
Did you say that?
You turned right to your
Did you say
softball.
that?
You turned right to
Did
your
you say that?
softball girls. You turned right.
Or did you say that? No, you're saying all.
Were you open? Were you open for conversation for me to say this?
Yeah, how would you know that? Did you ask?
Did you see how you were walking?
Is he understand what I'm saying? Did he ask?
So if someone looks angry as hell, like right, Jacob in his worst day, right, and he's pissed at everyone, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, you want to talk right now? Obviously, he doesn't want to
But
talk.
what happened in there when Jacob came back? He was sitting right there. He was fucking pissed off that I even came in there. He was still mad when I
that
came.
didn't do
Hold
anything,
on,
though.
hold on,
That didn't
hold
do
on.
anything.
Hold on. He still was pissed off at me. What happened? Did I
And he
still?
still is.
Did I still talk to him?
Yeah, but it's
Hold on.
opposite. It's opposite.
No. Did I still talk to him?
Yes.
Yes, because I talked to him. Did you talk to me?
No, but what did you and Jacob? What did that solve? That solved nothing. Jacob is still
Listen,
pissed
though,
right now.
And what I said when I was over there, I said, Jake, I know you still pissed. You probably still pissed today, tomorrow, the weekend, but I know I bet money. You're going to come to me like, yo, Stone, my bad about that.
Yeah, right. And it's the same thing. Like I was you in this situation, and you were Jacob in that
But
situation.
I talked to him, but you didn't
But
talk
that
to
didn't
me.
do anything for you.
But you-
that didn't do anything for you and Jacob.
How you know that?
Because he's still pissed. And if you didn't say anything, he would have still on Monday came back and would have been
What did I just say? I just said, I know he's pissed today. Probably pissed tomorrow, but I know for a fact he'll come to me Monday and say, yo, Stone, you know what? My bad about it.
But that's
I
not
said that
because
on
you
the
talked
air.
to him. But that's not because you talked to him. He
Yes,
would do that
it is.
anyway. No, he would do that. You would do that anyway.
When you
don't know
hold on,
Jacob.
let me ask
You
you a
said
question.
for 3 years you don't
Let
know
me ask
you
you a
would do
question.
that.
Is that's the whole simple fact? I bet money. If I didn't come up in here and said that, and I didn't do it basically, because just to make y'all like me again. I did things I know was wrong, but I bet money. If I didn't do that, everybody who was in here would have been pissed at Stone regardless. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Am I right? But by me coming up here and saying, you know what, damn, an adult, Stone, actually came up here and said he apologized.
Right, and
Hold on. And that made the room from here to come here. She's like, shit, damn.
I
He
appreciate that.
apologized. Am I right?
But why can't we be preemptive instead of reacting? Just do it beforehand. We don't have to have this. We don't have to come in here and apologize. We don't have to be at that level.
But you're saying about you. You can do that. Everybody else can't do that. You may stay on level 4. If I scream at you, they go level 4. Some kids can't stay at level 4. Kids, they go straight to 13. That's why you saying hi to them.
All right, then, well, can you come back? You're a grown man. You can come back down, right?
I came back down. I came in calm.
But you were not. But when I was at level 4, when you were kicking everybody off the floor, you were not at a level 4. You were at.
But did you come and talk to me to see if I was at level 4 or not?
I could see you.
Hold on.
Like you could tell that.
Hold
You
on.
could tell that
Just-
Jacob.
hold on,
You could
hold
tell.
on.
No. You could tell that Jacob was at level 10
Just because
just looking at him.
Oh, just because I did this to his glove? I wasn't at 10.
Oh, you
I wasn't
were.
at 10.
You did more than just a glove too.
If I would have taken his glove off even more violently, I could have did that. I could have broken his damn wrist if I was on 10.
Alright, you were still heated. You saw Jacob. No, it doesn't even matter if I have to talk to you. You came in and you saw
Who?
Jacob. You saw Jacob
Who?
by his body language.
Now, did I jank like that? No, I went like this.
No, he just tries.
Take the glove off. Now,
You took his hat off. You took that off
I bench pressed 385. Now, if I'd have yanked this shit real hard, I could have broken that wrist if I was on 10.
I know that, but you were heated.
I wasn't heated.
How are you gonna take his hat off? Take off his glove.
You
start-
never
start
in
kicking off
your
the
life
floor.
will ever see me heated because I don't even know my damn heat level. When I was your age, I was past heated. I was an asshole. I used to shoot just for base stepping on my damn shoe. I was a nigga. I'm not even gonna lie. I was an ignorant person back then. I said, you know what, dude? My cousin got shot in front of my face, died on my arm. I got blood all over my face. It was his. I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. Our temper has came down from past this damn ceiling. I can control my joint now. So that and that was not mad. That was irritating.
But you couldn't say that you were.
It was irritating.
But you were not willing to talk. I'm saying from
I'm not
my.
going to talk.
No, just like you knew that.
Hold on. Right after everybody left, no, I'm good. Did I talk to Ralph right, just like that?
But you
No,
were. You
matter
were
of fact,
cool with them.
Let's change that. Before, when everybody was off the field, off the gym, I was still talking to Ralphie.
Yeah, but you weren't. You were young. I could hear your conversation from across the. If you were cool, you would have been that loud.
You know what happened? I said, come here, Ralphie. I Ralph to the side and I talked to him.
I know.
Right
but
now.
you were young. But your voice was not down. You were not cool.
When do you ever not hear Coach Young?
If you take a kid to the side and you have to tell him about a discipline problem, you're not going to be screaming.
And you know
for
the reason why I came at Ralphie like that? I know before